going to talk a little bit about leveraging, but not abusing, generative AI. So I really recommend that you pay for a subscription to whether it's ChatGPT or Google's Gemini. You're looking at 15 or 20 bucks a month. And the more you use it, the more you'll start to get familiar and the more you'll learn about what you can do using generative AI. It's constantly getting smarter. It's constantly evolving. Use Gemini's Pro. I think it's $20 a month. And that gives me access to kind of deeper tools, right? It does research for me. I can link it to a website and have it go review a blog post. I can help find and identify competitors. So just as a quick example today, we want to drive in and show you just one simple way that you can use this, okay? And then we'll follow that up with a couple of interesting statistics, okay? So how can I use this for my law firm? Now, let's say I'm a small family lawyer focusing on divorce and custody cases, and I need some content for my website. Now, I don't think that you should generate all of your content with AI. I think that is one of those things when I talk about abusing AI. It's not going to fly if you just put a bunch of AI-generated content on your website. Maybe it'll even rank initially, but ultimately it's not going to have the impact that you want. Now, using AI to help you come up with topics and then outline those topics, and then you write from those outlines, that's a great solution for it. So let's try a prompt here while I have you here. So let's, I am a family law attorney in Colorado. I'm starting a new firm and I'm working on content for my website. So what I'm going to ask is I'm going to ask Gemini to please generate 10 topic ideas for my blog post. And what I'm going to try to do in this prompt is instruct it to focus on a main keyword for each topic and ensure that there is search volume for that. Simply going to put these topics should be based on relevant keywords to my practice areas, and I'm going to say primarily divorce and child custody. So the topic should be based on relevant keywords to my practice areas, and the primary, let's say the primary focus keyword should have let's say it has verifiable search volume. And excuse my spelling. Prompt as simple as that. Now, this is going to work for just a minute. So while this works, I'm going to throw a couple of statistics at you. In 2024, the American Bar Association did a survey, and they found that 31% of legal professionals are personally using generative AI themselves, okay? So to me, that means you've still got time to get in early on this trend. 31%, not even half of legal professionals. So at this point, I would still consider you an early adopter if you're using it, okay? And in that survey, the biggest perceived benefit, it's the most valuable things for you. Saves time, increases efficiency. That's what everybody wants. Over half of the legal professionals who use generative AI said that's the primary reason why. So again, how can you use it without crossing ethical lines? Brainstorming blog post ideas, drafting social media updates, create outlines for a video script. These kind of things are all really important. Ultimately, what you want to do is you want to use AI to spark your creativity and not fake your expertise, right? Your clients are hiring a human lawyer, not a chatbot. So that's when it comes to balance. So let's just take a quick look at this and then we'll move on to our next topic. So these are actually some really good topics. The Colorado divorce process, this is great. Step-by-step guide, it gives us the main keyword. You can see how this could be useful. Navigating child custody for unmarried parents in Colorado, high asset divorce in Denver, and it's putting the keyword there. Now, just to show you quickly, what I could say is, hey, that's great, Gemini. Can you provide an outline for the first topic you've listed here? I will write the content based off that outline. So we're going to see it's going to work again really quickly. Well, not always really quickly, but you get the idea. This tool is immensely powerful if you're using it the right way. There's a tendency, especially with folks, my age and older, to kind of think that it's just kind of a novelty. I don't see a real use case for it, but the reality is almost anybody in any profession can and should be using generative AI. And look at this, just a great quick outline that it generated for us. And now I'm able to take this and turn this into content a lot quicker. It would be a lot easier for me than it would be if I were just starting from scratch.